Hello there, Koles here, and welcome back to the LEGO Worlds beta. Now this is a pretty early version of the early access game from 2015, and back then there was a few things that were not being used in the game and we never saw in the game at all. And throughout the early access there was more and more things added into the game but were not used, such as the vehicles from the survival DLC. So they aren't actually in this game yet, they were added later on in the early access. Now you may be wondering why I am playing as a fish, and the answer is, well, because I can. It actually works on land as well, which is pretty cool. So in this video, we're going to have a look at some of the unused and unseen things in the game. Like at this stage in the early access, there wasn't really a lot of stuff. There was even a lot of the bricks weren't even in the game yet, and most of well, maybe not most of the objects weren't in the game, but a considerable amount of the objects / props weren't actually in the game until later on. So yeah, I guess we should start with the characters then. So the first character is obviously this fish. It's pretty cool. He can swim on land and he can jump. But also, this early in the game, I'm not sure you can actually even dive. Oh wait, no, you can dive. But for whatever reason, the camera doesn't follow the fish down, so you can dive down, but the camera won't follow it. And there was also no first person at this version of the game. I wonder if we can open chests. No. Oh, we can. What the heck just happened? How did we... It just kind of like lagged for a second. That's pretty cool. So you can jump up and press X on the Xbox controller to like slam into the ground, and it digs. I didn't expect that. I didn't know it did that. That's pretty cool. You can dig with your fish. Just what I wanted in this game. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the others. We've got the characters here. A lot of them don't have pictures because obviously they weren't put in the game. So the first one, we have this snake, which is straight. It doesn't bend when you use it. It's kind of funny. You're just slithering along, just a straight line. Oh, that one can dig as well. Cool. Alright, I think that's enough of that one. The next one, we have a chicken. I don't know if this has any... Oh, this one has the same ability. I don't know why they all have that ability to dig, but it's pretty cool anyway. Don't think it does anything else. Let's press all the buttons on my controller just to check. No. But it's still kind of funny. The next one is... I don't know. There's another one of these snakes. I don't know why there's two. Then there is this. There's also a crocodile you can play as. But it's pretty much the same. It doesn't really have moving parts or animation. It just kind of stays still whilst you move around. And you can dig with it. The next one, we have a wolf that you can play as. So this one actually does move, and it isn't in the game anymore. Well, it never was actually in the game. So you can actually play as a wolf, which is pretty cool. It looks kind of weird next to the dogs because it's smaller. Like if you get a husky, so a wolf is pretty much a bigger husky. And yeah, I'm actually riding it here. Yeah, the husky just like the head on the wolf, it looks weird. It's small. Yeah. Also has a pretty cool attack as well. I definitely would have liked to have seen this thing in the game. Just kind of fun to mess around with. Oh yeah, you can actually drive vehicles with it as well, which is pretty neat. There we go. I don't know why it's like running. Yeah, why is it doing that? Let's try a different vehicle. Maybe it's just that one. What should we try? Let's try this buggy. Alright, get out. I don't know why it keeps running when we get inside it. But once you get out, you can't actually get back in it. Which is pretty annoying. So we need to try and get it inside the vehicle without it doing that like running animation. Oh well. I can't. There we go. So I mean, unless that vehicle is a Tesla with autopilot, it was in fact the wolf driving with the Tesla's dog mode. Okay, the next thing this is like a test character. It doesn't have any animation, but it's pretty cool. I don't know, actually, I can't remember what it's called. But there was a discussion on Steam about this character. That's where I found the name for it, but I can't remember what it was. Does it have any abilities? Just the same digging ability. So it seems they had quite a few like test characters. The next one to have a look at is... Oh, we've seen the fish. A seagull. So this one actually does have animation. Oh, you can... What the heck? You can fly. Oh my god. That is sick. It doesn't even flap its wings, it just glides. The only time it flaps its wings is when it takes off. There we go. It literally just raises its wings. It flaps once. And then it just flies forever. So yeah, that one has animations. It's pretty good. The next one is a squirrel. This one has full animation as well. It's probably my favourite one. Okay, oh, it does have the ability to break things. Question is, can it drive a car? Oh my god. Move out the way, cars. Let's spawn it down by the water. That would probably be a better idea. But yeah, we can actually drive vehicles playing as animals. I don't know why they didn't have this in the final game. Right, there we go. The first vehicle that you spawn and jump into, it does the running animation for the character. But then if you get another one, it seems to be fine. There seems to be no working propeller at this moment in time either, in this version of the game. So obviously this... Oh wait, it did actually turn then, didn't it? Kind of glitched. But obviously there's still some work to do on that. What else have we got? I wonder if it... You can push a wheelbarrow with our squirrel. Except I can't turn. For some reason. It's just going in... It just turns left. The controls are kind of messed up. Alright, that was pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely think this squirrel is one of my favourites. Just because it has like the full animation. And, I mean, it's just kind of cute, I guess. And it's funny that you can, you know, drive vehicles with it and things. Okay, so the next one we have a dragon. This has no animation, so it kind of sucks. And it doesn't fly either. Don't really know what the purpose of it is. But you can actually ride a dragon whilst playing as a dragon, so that is a pretty interesting thing to do. And I also like these rocks that were in the game. They look like mini Death Stars. I don't know if they're still in the game. I can't say I've ever noticed them. So I'm just going to head over to this flat area just because it's a bit, well, flatter. So I was going to build like a little town here. There's pretty much, these worlds are so huge and there's no map. So you kind of have to make landmarks so you don't get lost. So I was pretty much going to make like road systems and towns. And probably do like signs and things. So that I can navigate. Okay, so that was that was the dragon. The next one we have another cat. But it doesn't have any animation. But it kind of makes it look better, to be honest. It's like you're driving a cat. Look at me, Yeti. When you play as these animal characters, you can't actually get on vehicles and on creatures. Like, you have to spawn on top of them. Alright, next character. What have we got? That was a squirrel, that's the dragon, that's the cat. And, oh yeah, we've got another cat. So this one isn't in the game anymore, I don't think. There might be a version of this, but there definitely isn't a cat that looks like this. I mean, it's hideous, let's be honest. The eyes are a bit glitchy, but other than that, it has full animation. And the proportions of it seem a bit off. Like, it has like some fat glutes. And, I don't know, it just looks kind of strange. It's pretty creepy, to be honest. Oh no. Alright. The next one, we have a... Oh, okay, so Lego Friends, the mini doll things, these were meant to be in the game. There was actually a set as well, which we'll probably check out in another video. So there's actually a whole bunch of props, and I think there was like either 2 or 3 Lego Friends sets that were meant to be included, but they weren't. And you can actually play with some of them. I've got some of them to work, but not all of them yet. But hopefully I will at some point. So yeah, I mean, it has like a running animation and jumping. You can't like fight with it or anything. There's no punching. And I don't think you know, you can't do a character customizer thing with it either. So that's something to bear in mind, I guess. Then we have, oh yeah, so we can play as a dog as well. So that's pretty neat. And you can actually ride a dog whilst being a dog. So which is a bit weird. Which one is it? Dog? That makes sense. So we're riding a dog as a dog. We're getting a piggyback ride. Okay. Carrying on. The next one we have... Which one did we just look at? Okay, that's the dog. Okay, see, there's actually the bat. Obviously, yeah, in the game you have to like change into the bat. While I was playing as the vampire, I think you press B on an Xbox controller. But I actually kind of changed the script so you can just play as it whenever you want. Oh, apparently we can actually change into the vampire. Okay. Alright, so basically that was already in the game, but I just made it available in the characters menu. Still pretty cool nonetheless. Alright, let's continue. The next one to have a look at, we have this thing. So this is a character that was never put in the game. I don't know the name of it. Obviously there's no name there, as you can see. I mean, it's a pretty interesting character. It's got cool hair. And pretty interesting textures on the body. And those pants as well. I think they're like a variation. There's like black pants, black trousers like those ones. So I guess they just are a different colour. And the sleeves as well, with like the cuts in the fabric. That's pretty cool. Okay, next character. So the zombie female. I think there is a bunch of zombie characters in the game now, but I don't think there's this one. I mean, just, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there is this particular zombie character. So carrying on anyway, we have the female Yeti. It doesn't look any different from the male one. Nope, I can't see any difference. The next one we have is the female werewolf. Now, I don't think we have this in the game either. I mean, to be honest, I can't really remember all the characters that we have in the game now. But I don't ever remember seeing this. It's got a pretty cool face texture. And like the ripped jeans that look like they've been ripped by claws. And the white top as well. And I think that's a new hairpiece as well. All in all, a very cool character. Let's make some interesting noises. Oh yeah, I also have a running speed mod and a high jump mod as well, just to get around a bit quicker. Okay, so the next character to look at is... That's the werewolf. The witch. Okay, so we do actually have the wacky witch in the game now, which has like purple clothes and a purple hat, I believe. But this one is definitely different, and it just looks like the witch from The Wizard of Oz. The Witch of the East, I want to say. I don't really know. Definitely a cool looking character. It's got the hat of the dragon wizard slash, what's he called? A warlock. but obviously it doesn't have like the Warlock Dragon Wizard logo on. It's just plain black. It's got a pretty cool face as well. A green head. I quite like that. And some interesting trousers that we haven't seen before. And the top as well, which is a bit kind of rough looking. It's not very tidy. Alright, and the next character we have is the female vampire. So it actually has the same torso as the normal vampire, but obviously has a different headpiece, I think, and a different hairpiece. We don't have this character in the game now, which is a shame. It's pretty cool, but I'm not actually sure. I can't actually tell if that is a different headpiece or not, but we'll check in a bit when we go into the character customization. Alright, and then the next character is this Outlaw character, which is pretty cool. There's the male version of this character, which became the Bandit in the final game. And I'm not sure if you can actually play as it in the final game, because it's just kind of an enemy that you have to defeat. I've never come across like a quest to unlock it. But in early access, I know that at least in early access you could actually play as the Bandit character. So I think this is pretty much the female version of it. We can call our horse. Pretty cool. And with this character, I really like the hat, because we don't have that hat in the game now. And also the torso and legs is different. It has like the double ammo belt, and also the little ammo strap around the waist on the trouser piece. Very cool. I like that one a lot. The next one. The next one we have is the female mummy. I don't know if this is in the game now. I feel like it is, or something that looks like this. There is definitely a bunch of mummies, so I don't think this is particularly unique, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. Just let me know in the comments if this is actually in the game now, and just do the same for all of them. Let me know if any of these are actually in the game now. We have the Queen, which there is a Queen in the game now, I know, but I don't think it looks like this. From what I remember, she has a green dress. She doesn't have trousers. She has like the weird square dress piece. So yeah, it's a pretty cool print on these torso and legs. And then we have this. I have no idea what this is. Oh, okay. So this character, this is the scientist woman, I think. I think that's one of the ones that I modded. But as you can see, the texture print on the torso didn't come out for whatever reason. It did on the other ones, but on this one it just stayed white. But whatever, let's continue. We have the fisher woman. I don't know if that's a thing. Do you call them fisher women? I don't think this character's in the game now. I'm pretty sure there is a fisherman. Oh yeah, and they used to be, well, they didn't used to be, but there is rods in the game, like fishing rods that you can use. So I'll be sure to show that in a later video. I would show it in this one, but it's already going to be quite long. We've got the female farmer. I have a feeling that character's still in the game. but I could be wrong. I mean, there's definitely a male farmer wearing overalls. We have the female diver, which is a pretty cool character. So actually, oh yeah, this one actually has a modded front piece. You'll see what the original one looked like when we go into the character customization, because the icon picture is the original. So now we have a bunch of construction workers. So there was actually a demolition, Lego City demolition set that was meant to be in the game, and that's why there was the crane vehicle that wasn't ever used. Oh yeah, so we've got this female construction worker, which is pretty much the same. I don't know why the hat goes all glitchy on this one. But whatever. We have the female climber. So this is pretty much... I think this is pretty much the same as the male climber that is in the game now, in the final version. Except, obviously, it has a different face headpiece. Like, the hat and the torso and the legs are the same, I think. Oh, this is another modded character. So this is the surfer girl in the game, but she has this different torso. Because pretty much if you want to modify and make your own like torso textures, you have to replace the textures of like characters already in the game. I mean, it is possible that you can add new characters altogether, but it's more difficult when just replacing the textures. So that's what I did. And there's another one. This one's just the boy in the game, the creator, the Lego creator boy. So I changed the torso piece on that because the original was a bit boring. So that's a pretty neat one. I mean, it's like a kind of, well, it looks like a ripped spacesuit. And the next ones, we've got some more construction workers. There's a whole bunch of these, male and female. Oh yeah, and then we have the Lego City, the police and like robber characters. Oh yeah, there's actually a construction worker with headphones on, which is definitely very cool. I mean, I think you can see the headphones they're not a colour, are they? They're transparent with like a kind of black shade. I think you can see through them. Just about. Yeah, so that's the last of the construction workers. Then we have all the Lego City police and robber characters. So we have that one. I don't think that's in the game. There is a character that looks similar with like a striped top, but I don't think there's this one with like the open shirt and a rope around the waist keeping the trousers up. Oh, there's this one as well. This one's really cool. So this one actually has a life jacket, which obviously we don't have in the game. And there's also this criminal female. Yeah, so we have this police swamp woman. I think she's still in the game, I'm pretty sure. We also have this one. And this one. Oh, that's another modded one. I think that's the Lego creator girl in the game. Alright, and I think that's about it. We've got the werewolf here. I've never played as the werewolf. That is cool. I didn't know it did this. I wonder if the female one actually does that. Let's have a look. No, she just runs normally. Fair enough. Is there any others to look at? Oh, so this is... Oh, I think this is the robber that I was thinking of. That's in the game. And this is the fisherman in the game. Oh, and here's the farmer that's in the game. All the characters that I was saying I knew were in the game. And there's the outlaw, who is now a bandit. Oh, he does actually have the double ammo strap. I never even noticed that. But anyway, the female outlaw, she has the hat that's the same as that, but black. So that's pretty cool. What else have we got? Oh yeah, there's the climber that I was talking about. Caveman. Oh, the surfer girl. What the heck? But if that's the surfer girl, then who's the one that I modified? I thought I changed the surfer girl. Oh well. I don't think it particularly matters. Ah, oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a regular... It's a test character. And here's my custom character. So we can actually... Oh, that's the explorer guy. I changed his torso as well, but it just came out white. I don't know. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Anywho, yeah, let's go into the character customizer then. Obviously, for the characters like the animals and the mini doll thing, you don't have the parts to customize with because, well, you just don't. So in terms of hats, the ones with like these animal icons are all the ones from the unused characters. Basically, they haven't been assigned icons. I guess you could make your own, but it would be a bit of a nightmare to do, I think. Definitely like these construction headphones. Very cool. Oh yeah, and this. I found this as well. It's just a glass helmet. It was kind of hidden in some files somewhere. So basically, to get this into the game, I had to replace the hat textures of a different... Oh, I think it was just the regular cap, wasn't it? I had to replace the textures of this regular cap here. So we no longer have the red cap in the game, because I replaced it with this glass helmet. I don't know why there's two. I may have messed up, I don't know. And we've got some more construction helmets. Anything else of interest here? Oh yeah, we've got that the black cap from the outlaw, from the female outlaw. And another interesting one is this crown. It just sticks out the top of your head. Doesn't look very comfortable. And there's the black witch hat. And the dragon wizard hat that I was talking about. And I think that's about it. Okay, well, I think that is it from me for this video. It's been quite a long video, so I want to keep it short-ish. And I'll do the unseen vehicles and props and animals in the next video, and possibly the sets as well if I can get them. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and stay tuned for the next part of the unseen stuff.